guess that'd be like the type of announcement I would get if I was a sports star, but I'm not. Although I heard that it's a good hockey player name because, of course, some hockey players are French-Canadian and it's a French name. So now for the regularly scheduled jokes. I like good food I don't have to cook, and there's plenty of those types of events that are available if you know where to look for them. I went to 2 of them this weekend, and they were both at churches. One of them was at an Armenian church where I got recognized from being there before, and it's like, okay, this was when I was picking up some hot tea. And the food was pretty good there. I got a pork kebab, except there were no skewers. And it's like, well, I guess it was easier to serve if you just put it in a styrofoam container. All right, I'm not complaining about that one. And then the other food event was at St. Stan's Church, which is also here in St. Paul. And I had a turkey dinner there, but even more notable was looking around at the garage sale, for lack of a better term. And I did get a history book there. I know, shocking. I'm a history major. I got a history book. Whoa. But there was one thing there that caught my eye, and I didn't buy it. It made me laugh because I guess they called it a knick-knack or bric-a-brac or something like that, something that you just put on a wall as a decoration. And it said cabin fishing rules, and 2 of them were tell your own lies and drink your own beer. And it's like, yeah, I don't fish, but I see how that would work with some people. Because who likes freeloaders? Not me. That's why sometimes you have to bring your own shit. So there was that. And I went to another St. Paul Saints baseball game. Got to see one thing there you don't get to see very often, an inside the park home run. And it's like, yeah, I know why it doesn't happen very often. Not everybody has enough speed to make it. And sometimes it's caused by what happened this time, which was long fly ball to outfield and 2 outfielders collide trying to get the ball. And it's like, well, I guess nobody was hurt, but yeah, he made it in, sliding into home. Actually, just ahead of the tag. Actually, it was a grand slam. Yeah, that's even more rare than just an inside the park home run. But just as notable was I ended up getting a bobblehead of me because State Farm Insurance was giving them out. You just had to pose for a headshot and they put it on the bobblehead. And I said, when I posted about it on Facebook, there has to be some type of joke about it in there. And all I could think of was, it must have been on a Halloween episode of The Simpsons because it was the 2 aliens, Kang and Konos, that spoke about bobbleheads. They are good at making observations about American life. It's like, yeah, sometimes, even though I saw the phenomenon explode, I was a little lost about how it became so popular because I guess I remember back when bobbleheads were ceramic and now they're hard plastic. And it's like, yeah, I guess that was a good change because ceramic more easily will break. But yeah, got my own bobblehead, so yay for that, especially after I passed on it at the state fair because I was too busy with other things, and it was nice that I got another crack at it. Yeah, if you're at a baseball game, I'm a little more willing to spend a short amount of time for the bobblehead compared to the state fair when there's so much to do. Well, yeah, I'm also the movie type, and that meant I did one thing I normally don't do, which was see a movie on a weeknight. I have the after-work routine, and that usually means I go home, check email, eat, and fall asleep. Well, not the case when I found out a movie I wanted to see about the Little League World Series was happening, and not a lot of screenings if I waited. Good movie. I'm thankful I went. But it was called You Gotta Believe. And also notable was I had a craving for popcorn because I was at a movie theater. And I had to have some that I knew would be cheaper away from it. So I came to downtown St. Paul and got some of Candyland. And then I walked around downtown after that and ended up at a pizza place where I was offered some pizza, even though the place had already closed. There was a seating area outside, and it's like, yeah, I'm not turning that down. And the dude there, I remember, had a Jimmy Eat World shirt on, and it's like, well, I've seen him in concert, so we talked about concerts some. Yeah, sometimes the best memories are the events that weren't planned that well in advance. That, I guess, was a lesson learned from that. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to do the transition here with the snapping of fingers. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Well, I'm also known as the banking voice that means tails from bank, but tails from credit. Yes, there were two good stories this week. One of them was how my boss wanted me to print test checks, and I didn't see them right away. And it's like, I didn't let on how it was close to lunchtime, but eventually after a few minutes of waiting, and it just wasn't there, I just finally told the IT guy by I'm going to do that lunching thing now, and hopefully when I get back, there will be something to print. You know what? There was. So yeah, it's good to establish priorities where, like most people, I think better after I've eaten. I remember admitting to my old man one time where I hate how I get cranky when I'm hungry. He said, son, I think that's normal. Yeah, true that. Let's see, and on a good one, there was another one to do with besides the bank stories. Yeah, so the movie. Oh, yeah, I need to look at the notes. Well, no, I'll just end it there. That's a pretty good one to end it on. Well, that'll do it for me. Thank you all. Been great.